Well, hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I hope you all had an amazing weekend. Yes. Oh, I already see a question coming through over here. Let me bring up my my chat window. Comrade, yo, serious question. If I'm planning to get into web technology professionally, which one should I choose? There's Vue, Angular stuff. He knows a bit of Angular, but I didn't get to work on actual projects. Pick the one that pays. Right? If you're looking to actually get paid for building web stuff, look at what jobs are in your area and what they're hiring for. If your area is hiring for Angular, start with Angular. If they're React, learn React, right? That's what I would do, because you're trying to get paid for doing this stuff, right? Doing this code stuff. So who's going to pay you? That's what I'd learn first. Now, throughout your career, once you get your foot in the door, throughout your career, you will be exposed to all kinds of different technology stacks. I am primarily a desktop C# .NET guy, but even being primarily a C# desktop guy, I am having to do other projects and other technologies like this Angular app we're building. I do React stuff every now and then. I'm no expert in any of the web stuff, but I know enough to be dangerous. I can get stuff done, right? It might not be pretty, but I can get it done. Philippe, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. Ganesh is here. John, good to see you all. Thanks for joining. So, crazy story before we get into this. Crazy. During my last stream on Friday, okay? So I normally have my phone out next to me on vibrate, right? I always have it on vibrate, but I have it out next to me just so I can kind of monitor her, because work's always trying to get a hold of me and stuff like that, right? Well, on Friday, I had it on vibrate in my pocket. And I didn't really feel it because the vibrate's kind of weak. But apparently, during my live stream on Friday, right when I ended, I pulled my phone out of my pocket, and I had all kinds of texts and missed calls from my family. Like, tons of them. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on, right? And so I finally called back one of my brothers. I have 5 brothers, or 4 brothers. There's 5 of us total. I have 4 brothers, and I called one of them back. I said, dude, what's going on? Why is everyone trying to call me? Apparently, my father was on a walk, and he just suddenly passed out and had a nasty fall and smashed his face on the concrete, broke his nose, split his head open, had like a brain bleed, got rushed to the emergency room. The hospital he was at, they wanted him to be seen by a neurologist, so they had to ship him to another hospital, but because of all the COVID, no hospitals had any space, and so, but finally, a few hours later, the hospital, some space opened up at another hospital, so he got flown there. He's been released since, but this weekend was crazy. Like, that was nuts, right? That was crazy. So I am for sure having my phone right next to me from now on, because it happened during my live stream. There's no telling. I mean, I probably was an hour past when I got my phone calls, right? It's like, that could have been worse, is all I'm saying. Like, that could have been much worse. So I got to do a better job at having my phone next to me, just in case something like that happens again. It's crazy. But he's okay. He's better. He's at home. He's resting. He's got stitches in his head, and his brain bleed is okay. It's not serious. And he's recovering, and he's going to do just fine. So, whew, man, but that was scary. I mean, how scary it is when you pull your phone out of your pocket and you have like 13 missed calls and like 20-something, 30-something texts. Like, what the heck is going on, right? Like, it's a little weird. But we're all good. I appreciate that, everyone. Yeah, he's all good. At home resting. He's in Indiana. So there's not much I could have done from here anyways. So I'm in Idaho. But we're all golden. So now, today is a continuation of building our Excel to JSON app. For everyone who's just now joining us and hasn't seen the past couple streams we've done, we're building an Angular application called Excel to JSON, where the app allows you to upload an Excel file or a CSV, a commented separated value file, right? and then it will convert that data that's in that Excel or CSV into JSON, which you can then download as a JSON file, or you can generate a ShareLink, which will give you a REST API or a REST endpoint to access the JSON you generated in your applications, right? So it's kind of fun. But on Friday, we hit a nasty little issue, like a real bad issue, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit up my desktop here and kind of go where we left off, right? So we left off here. Now, this is the server. This is the ASP.NET Web API we were working with. And this was all working. The problem we were having was with cores. Like I think we struggled for like an hour trying to get cores to work because we kept getting the core error. So let me just run the server. I already have the Angular app running because, you know, it took a little while to even npm start. Sometimes it takes a while to get going. Michael, move from the middle of nowhere, Indiana, to middle of nowhere in Idaho. Well, he's still in Indiana. He's still in Indiana. I only lived in Indiana when I was a child for like 3 months. I hated it there. Hated it. So I left. But anyways, okay. So actually, yeah, okay, we're working. All right, so here's our server running. And I'm going to show you the error we were getting. I think this is the one we want. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to, upload a CSV file because that's all we support right now. Here's our JSON that's been generated. So this is how far we've gotten. We're actually generating JSON from a CSV file. I'm going to hit the get link. And then we got this error here, right? But it's saying, oh, the error, it's a cores. It didn't work. Status 400. Like, oh my God, it just didn't work. So we were struggling with the cores. We thought it was cores. Okay. Well, check this out. So I'm going to go to the GitHub. Brian Lagunas Excel to JSON. And I actually had a pull request come in from Rasham. I hope I'm saying that right. Rasham. And he figured out the problem. Oh, no, it wasn't this one. Sorry, it wasn't Rasham. It was, what's that? Dubey? Yogesh? They figured out the problem. So let's look at the file. Now, I can't accept this PR, right? So he provided a PR, but I can't accept it because he did a lot of like formatting changes that I don't like. Like changing my my quotes to single quotes, and like I'm a double quote kind of guy, right? That's how I like my code. I don't know. It's a C# thing. It's just hard for my brain to swap that, right? But like spaces and adding params, and it's like, so I didn't accept this PR because of all that stuff in it. But he did find the problem. Where is it? Oh, it's back up the top. The problem was right. Hold on. Oh, right here. Right there. The body of our request was causing the issue. Even though, I got too many windows open. I need like more screens. All right. Even though this.code is a string, a JSON string, this is what was causing the issue. For some reason, we have to say JSON.stringify code. Let me save that. It's gonna rebuild. It's gonna be hard to see. I'll pull this up, but every time I rebuild, the hot reload has to happen, so it's got to like regenerate all the application bundles. Now I have a bottom bar that kind of blocks a lot of my console stuff that you guys can't see. Maybe I should remove that bar actually. Okay, so that's done. So let me go back to the application here. Okay, let's start over. Now, get link. It worked. Right? I mean, status 200. I don't know why it says type cores. Like, that confused me, right? That confused the crap out of me because I thought the issue was a cores issue. But it wasn't. That wasn't the issue at all. Right? And so it totally worked. Now we can continue on. Like, so it was not a cores issue in the beginning. We have cores set up properly. Okay, so that's set up. now with that fixed, we can kind of move forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I actually made a comment saying, you know, yeah, thanks so much. This is awesome, but I can't merge it because of all the other whatchamacallit, the formatting stuff, right? Philippe, have you been working on anything with Blazor and WASM? Not for a couple months, actually. I haven't had a need for any Blazor WASM stuff for a couple months. So I'm gonna close this and say thanks again. Covered this in my live stream. Fixed. Wish I could have merged that, but I couldn't. Okay. But thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it. Okay, so next, let's see. Okay, so now that we actually are getting a response, here. Nope, not that one. This one. There we go. Now that we're getting a response, so we just been like console logging the result out. But now, if we look at our application, right, when I hit get link, I need to have this link instead of this fake URL. I actually need to have this become like the real URL. So we need a property, right? We need a property to hold this. So let's add one up here. I'm gonna call it, I don't know what, ShareLink. Right? That work? So now what I need to do is when we get the result here, I want to get the result from that. I need to get the share link we're sending back, right? And we are sending that back, right? Yes, we're sending back the share link here. Now, in the last stream, I think it was Mahesh, if I remember correctly, he was saying we need to do this create at action. Okay? And I was supposed to do some research on what create at action really did for us. So I'm going to do that now because I didn't have time to do it this weekend because my whole dealing with my dad and everything. So, ASP.NET Web API create at action. How about when to use? Something like that, right? Souza, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. So I'm trying to figure out. Oh, I misspelled create. What the heck? Create. I really misspelled that. Create at action. Oh, is it created or create? Created. Sorry. Let's look at the first one here. When to use. Action lives on a controller. Yep. So it returns a 201 created response with a location header pointing to the URL for the newly created response. Okay, so that makes sense because we are creating a file, and then it sends back the location pointing to the URL for the newly created. So it sends back the actual URL. The share link, it would send back the does it send back the share link? Okay, so what's... If you wanted the URL to point to a specific route, as we defined earlier, you could use this. Stuff, new ID. Okay, we could try this. I'm not opposed to giving this a shot. Oh, and just to show you, our uploads actually worked, right? So those JSON files got uploaded. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment out that code. And I'm going to remove that. But the problem is when we tried this, we were getting an error. Brian, are you thinking about React? You are thinking about React? Oh, maybe. Okay, so create Created action. But we were getting an error. Let's run this because we got an error last time. Dr. Cox says, you need to supply the proper route values, ID in your case. That's, oh, okay, so let me stop this. But I did right here. Here's my share ID. This, isn't that what I got to do? Or, hold on, do I need to follow this syntax that we just looked, wait, it's not on that one. This one. Or do I need to, I need to do this syntax, don't I? That's what I need to do. Okay. So new, anonymous object here, share ID equals share ID, right? I got to do that. That's what you're saying, Dr. Cox. Okay. So let's test this then. Yeah, because last time we just passed in the share and it wouldn't work. So let's try it out. I'm just going to throw in a blank string. Yes, so that it matches the names. Okay, so now let's see if it works. So it still didn't work. You see, like it's... Why didn't that work? It's so strange. Why wouldn't that work? It didn't work last time either. Created at action, name of get, share ID equals share ID. Do I need to pass another? What's this? The content values to format in the entity body. Oh, this is like a result, isn't it? What if I pass in my ShareLink? Will that work? Try it out. Empty. Execute. Okay, that worked. Here's my response. But why did that work? What if I don't have a value to send with it? Are you no, it's not required, or it wouldn't have the overload. This stuff is confusing. But if I remove this, it doesn't work. Try it again. Just empty string, execute. Doesn't work. No route matches the supplied values. What are you talking about? That is so strange. Because it's named the same. Here, let me copy and paste. Yeah, it's named the same. Name of get, so the get method. Right? All right, well, let's just pass the share ID. So I might not need this share link at all, actually. Because this is supposed to give me this link. Dr. Cox says, you shouldn't return the hard-coded share link there. The created will build it properly. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it will build it, but if I don't add anything at the end, it doesn't work. But if I add something at the end, like I'll pass the share ID, it works. Which is mind-blowing. Like, I don't get it. Let's run this again. Try it out. Just an empty string because we don't care. And see, it worked that time. Return the ID. And then the location, let's copy the location, should point to the JSON, which it does, but we didn't put anything in there, so. I guess I'll just go with that. I can go with that. Okay, so let's run our application now. So I'm going to start this over here. Browse, CSV, clear that, get link. Okay, so here's my response. Oh, I want to see what headers I have. Headers, entries. Wait, no entries? It's weird. Yes, that's the right approach for create. Okay. All right. So we'll go with that. But how come my headers are empty? Because that's supposed to return the location header, right? Hold on. Need to go here. Console.log headers dot entries. Is it entries? Thought that was it. Is it not entries? Headers. Oh, wait, you know what I think I could do? Oh my gosh. Result dot headers dot for each console. I think I could just do this. I'm pretty sure I can just do that. Mahesh says network tab. Okay, here. While that's working, I'll drag that over. What the? Oh, it reset on me. Okay. Clear that. Clear this. JSON. Get it. What? I only have one header? No, here's my ShareLink right here. Here's my location. Response header, location. Why is it my... How do people do web development and not, like, go crazy? I swear. Like, what the heck? This is why I love my desktop. This is why I love desktop. I never have an issue in desktop. Stuff just works. I should have a location header, because there it is. There's my 201 status code. There's my location. Why isn't the location showing up? Okay. Let's look. So, got that working. Location, header, not available in response. Yeah, see? Fetch API not returning location header. No, it's not even there, Mahesh. Like, it's not even there. So by default, the only headers you will be able to get in your JavaScript from fetch are cache control, content language. We're getting content type. That one's there. Expires, less modify. To expose, you have to send... Oh... okay, hold on. ASP.NET Web API send location header. Not, I don't want a custom one. I just need to send it. Yeah, comrade. But the problem is the header's not even there. So we need to. I need to figure out how to send the header along with it. Not append header. You know what? I bet this has to do with cores. That's not it. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh. This one, I bet. I bet this is it. I've been on this page before. Okay, that's not the one I'm looking for. Oh, here we go. By default, does not expose this. Okay. Oh, we need to add it on our policy. That's what that's saying. Okay, we can do that. Says we need to add it to our policy. So let's go back to our server. This is our policy. Something about with exposed headers. And then my parameter string. So I need to expose location. Right? That's how I read it. Okay, so let me restart the server because I think that needs a restart. And get my app, clear that, get link. Ah, there we go. There's my location. Okay, there it is. So now I can click that. And there's our ShareLink that gives us the J. Okay. Okay, another problem solved. Woohoo! Man, that's annoying. Okay, so that means I can actually get rid of all this. I don't need that at all. I should probably put some try-catch in here. I should really try to... I should probably do that. But I won't. I'm lazy. Okay, so now I have the headers. So our, let's see, we call it this.ShareLink equals response. Why did I call that result? It should be response. I'll just call it rest, but I don't want to spell it out. Response.headers.get location. Right? What's this? The type string null is not assignable to type string. What the heck are you talking about? Oh, TypeScript does this to me sometimes. Type string. The type string or null is not assignable to the type string. Type null is not. Is it saying that this could be null? Ah, that's what. Okay. So do I need to do this? Ah, there we go. That fixed that. Okay, so now we're going to bind the ShareLink to the text. Where's my dialogue at? Oh, down here. Well, first off, I don't have a name of a file, so I'm going to delete that from our HTML. And then copy input. Oh, right here, value. So that was just hard-coded. Instead, let's bind the value to ShareLink. And actually, I'm going to set this to like error. Link not found. Something like that. Link not generated. That will be default. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. Okay, so we got that. Setting our ShareLink. You can't see it, but it's recompiling the app at the bottom here. So if I raise this up, you can see down here. Oh, okay, just finished. Compiled successfully. Okay. Bring that up. Clear that. Let's upload our CSV file. Get link. And it's not there. Oh, wait a minute, because I'm retarded. Sorry. I got confused. That's not how you bind. That's an event. That's an event binding. Sorry about that. It needs to be like this, I believe. Right? I don't remember. Has it been this long since I've, No, that's not it either. That's, No, it's... Is it this? That's what it is. Okay, sorry. It's getting string interpolation mixed up. I think that's what I got to do right there. There's so many different ways to bind in Angular. The little squigglies is for the string interpolation. Okay, let's try it now. Upload file. V, get link. Well, it bound. Is my server not running? Ah! Come on, Brian. It'd help if you run the server. See? Maybe it's a good thing I put that error link not found. It just showed me my server wasn't running. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Clear that. Get link. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. So next, what I want to do is I want to copy this. I'm going to click this button, and it's going to copy it to my clipboard. That shouldn't be hard. I should just be able to get the element, select all text, and then isn't there like a execute command copy thing in JavaScript? Copy text to clip. No, wait. I don't want to use Bing. I want to use Google it. Let me get my Chrome open over here. Yeah, so JavaScript. Copy text to clipboard. I think there's an execute command or X command or... I don't think that's it. Yeah, this right here. Document.execute command copy. It says deprecated, but... I like this. Okay, I'm just gonna copy that. Where's my code? Nope, that's not it. There we go. Okay, so the name of this link is input field. So let's go in here. Oh, you know what? Button click equals on copy share link clicked. And we'll put that in there. And so I need to get share link input equals, actually let's do this. Document.getElement by ID. And what was that again? I forgot. I forgot already. Input field. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that called input field. What's this label crap? What is this? I might need to clean this up a little bit. I don't have a label. Let's delete that because I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. I'll call this share link input field. What if I can make that read only too? Right, I do something like that, right? And then I can say share link input dot select. Is it that right? Don't inputs have like a select on it? Pretty sure it does. And then I'll copy that. Paste it in here. Couldn't use the share link variable. I'm not sure I understand Dr. Cox 1911. Couldn't you use the ShareLink variable? Oh, pass it. Well, I'm going for a, when they click the button, I want the thing to be highlighted. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I want the text to highlight. And since it's already highlighted, I'll just, you know, execute this command. I mean, I could, but I was going for that UI, like, oh, it's selected for me. That's cool. Kind of thing. Okay, compiled. So let's see if this works. May not work. We may have to change it anyways. Get link. Copy. Oh, I couldn't get my thing. Couldn't get my input. Could I not get the element? I copied it. Just... I called that ShareLink. Oh! Whoops. Let's try that again. Let's actually set the ID and not the name. How about that? Because I am saying get element by ID, right? Let that build. So yeah, so what I'm looking for is whenever I hit that get ShareLink, we compile. Okay, it's going to highlight the text in the input editor. Like that. Do you see that little highlight? Little highlight thing? That's what I want right there. And now I can paste it. And our server serves up our JSON. Woohoo! Check that out. Nice. Nice. Okay. Actually, let me do something. I just thought of something. What happens if I click get link again? It's a different link. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay, we need to throw some logic in here. Back up here. Basically what I want to say... okay, hold on. Think. I gotta make sure that the current ShareLink... If there's a ShareLink. I gotta see if there's a ShareLink. If there's a ShareLink... Then we don't do anything, right? Or we do something. What do you think? Because I don't want to execute this again if it has a ShareLink. But I can't. How should I do this? Maybe I can't put this here. No. Maybe it's gotta be null. Because then... Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. Okay. We gotta really think about this. Mahesh, pass the existing link in post. Yeah. What I want to do, because we got to think, because remember, there is going to be a spreadsheet over here. There's going to be a spreadsheet that will allow me to edit the data that we loaded in the CSV file. Like, it's going to be on this side, the spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet, where I can like edit the values that were loaded, and then these will update. And so I could hit get link to update my JSON. So that means I need to know. I need to know the ID. On the post. On the post. Umar. Oh my god, he also thinks like a normal person. I thought he just kept typing while writing code. No. So I need two things. Actually, it's a good thing I'm passing the share ID. So this is what I'm thinking. Hold on, I'm gonna stop the server. Actually, I don't need that. I know we can get rid of these now, actually. Because it was not a cores issue that we fixed. I need something like this. Would it be a post? Yeah, I need an update, but that wouldn't be a post, would it? No, it is no, it's not a post. Hold on, let me just go with this for now. Okay, so I'm gonna have... I don't even need that. No, I gotta get the JSON. Right? Dr. Cox says, put is for update. Yeah, so put. So. But this code is going to be the same. The only difference is going to be... Okay. Think. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mahesh. I got to update that. Copy and paste. Get me in trouble. Okay, so we're going to update. So when I hit... This is what we need to happen. Basically, if there's an existing ShareLink, we need to update. Else, we need to post a new one. Right? That's what we need to happen. So in this case, we're reusing the same ShareLink. We're just updating our server with the updated JSON that we generated in the app. So actually, let me do this because I'm already getting... Maybe I should grab the share ID as well. Right? I can get the share ID because it's in the response. Dot share ID equals response dot, I think text. Is it text? Oh, wait a minute. But this is a promise. But you know what? I'll do this. I keep forgetting I can do this in JavaScript. Actually, I can... Why didn't I do this before? var response equals await, and then fetch. Come on, people. Why didn't you help me? Why didn't you help me with this? And then I need to turn this into async. Right? This was added. Like, I could totally do this now. And then I get the ShareLink. Right? This works, right? Or am I totally wrong? Is this wishful thinking? I'm pretty sure that works. Okay, so now that I have the share ID, so I can store off the link and the ID. That way I only need to pass the ID and I don't need to do any parsing. So then I pass the ID to my put here. Right? And then, you know what? I'm going to pull this. I think I'm going to pull this out. Where's my formatting stuff? It's not going to let me do that? Should the function also be async? It is. Whoops. Yeah, right here. Async. See that? So that should totally work. So then I would do something like, hey, if share ID is null, then we're going to do this. Else, whoops. Else we're going to do that. So if we don't have a share ID, we're posting up. We're going to post that bad boy up. Right? So here we, whoops. My gosh, Brian. Learn to type, will ya? What the heck? Okay. Here we post. Here we put. Right? So this is new, this is update. This is kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So we get our share ID from here. So now we got to go back to our server. Let's write the server. This is basically the same because I need to create a file name. I got to get the file path. And then I write all text. Like, this is essentially the same right here. Right, this is the same. Except for... Oh, wait, we need this too. We need both. The updated JSON. So this needs to go into another method. Something like, whoops. Void. What are we going to call this? What are we going to call this? Save. Upload JSON. Yeah, just override the old JSON with the new. That's exactly what I'm going to do. You know what? I don't have a good name for this. I'm going to call it do something with JSON for now. I'm going to copy this code in there. I need the string. Share ID and the string JSON. Right, so that's going to take care of that, and then we're going to call it do something with JSON, my share ID, JSON. So this is going to actually update it. This is all the same code, so I'm going to comment that out. Wait, what happened? Oh, what the? Okay. Dr. Kotz. Oh, yeah. Oh, almost forgot. Thank you. So I'm going to need from body on that one. So this gets replaced. I'm just going to comment it out for now. This gets replaced with the do something with JSON, passing in the share ID and the JSON. I'll figure out a better name for this in a minute. And then this is probably where we need to start doing some try catching, right? Something like this. Oh my gosh. Right, and then we'll return what? A bad response? Bad request? No. Bad request object result? No, just bad request. Right? I don't know what the convention is for this. If anyone knows the best convention of what to return for an error, 500. I don't know what 500 means. Does a bad request, does this return to 500? No, this is 400. What's the object for, is it just... Well, let's bring up good old Google here. Web API error. Internal server. Is that what it is? Internal server error? No? Is it not new? Nope. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, what was I doing? I was writing ASP, wait, yeah. ASP.NET Web API return 500. How do we do this? Really? Status code result? I mean, I guess we could just... Okay. I thought there'd be an object for that, actually. Oh, I guess there's not an object for that. We just do this. But I did see the enum. We'll use the enum. Status codes. Wait a minute. Oh, status, maybe it's changed. Yeah, it's changed. That's an object. Status code dot says codes dot 500. Right? Okay, so we don't need that. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay. So now this is the same with our put. We call the same code. But what would we return? Okay, so let's do the same thing. Okay. I'm assuming it's going to be the same problem. There was a problem with the server. It screwed up. Something didn't update. I don't know what happened, but it's messed up. So we'll do that. But what do I return for a put? I've never done a put before. Return. I mean, it's not a create. It's an up. Is there an updated at action? Is there an updated action? No, there's not an update. Would I return the same thing? I mean, I kind of guess I would. Because it's going to be the same look. It's the same API. It's the same ID. Like, that's all the same. So I'm assuming that would be the same. And even though you're updating the file, we're overwriting an existing file, right? If that's not right, someone let me know. But I'm going to go with that for now. I'm going to delete this. And then we got to come up with a good name for this. Do something with JSON. let's just come up with a name. We got to do a how about just save JSON? Yeah, how about that? Save JSON. That's what we're doing. We're saving JSON. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is right. This is right. I don't need to check for files or anything like that because write all text will either overwrite it or create a new one. See, if the target file already existed as overwritten, that's exactly what we want. So we'll go with that. Okay, I think we're good on this side. I think we're okay on this side of the issue. So let me start this up. Minimize that. Mahesh, write JSON to file. Okay, that's a better name. I like that name better. I like that name better. Thanks, Mahesh. I like that one much better. I'm lazy. I don't like to name things. Lazy. Okay, so I think we're good on this side. So we'll start the server up. Come over here, minimize, minimize. Now we have to do the same logic here. That means our params. Okay, so this is going to be the same. So I'm going to move this to the top. That's the same. This will be the same. That will be the same. This will not be the same. And the params won't be the same. Well, they might. No, they won't. So what if we did, okay. Let params equal, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if this will work first. We can always modify. So we'll say, you know, let the params equal this. Otherwise, is this how you do it? I'm sure there's a better way to do this. Right? So actually, I don't need this. I need, whoops. I won't need that at all. I'd say not equal null and get rid of this else altogether. Right? And then I shouldn't have to change any of this because the server is still going to return the location. The location's not going to change. It's going to return the ID, the share ID, which is not going to change. The only thing that really changes is the method. I wish I wouldn't have to duplicate all this code. I wish I could only, like, just update the method. Only the method, but everything else stay the same. I've never tried this before, but I don't see why I couldn't do this. Can I say params dot method equals put? I could just change that. I don't need all this junk, right? Yeah, this is JavaScript. It's super flexible. And so I won't even need all that. Philippe's asking, URL also changes, right? No, the URL does not change. The URL is not changing. The URL is the same. But actually, the URL does change. I'm sorry. Yes. I need to append the wait. No, if it's a put, the URL is the same. Actually, it's not. Actually, it's not. You're right. You're right. Mahesh and Philippe, you are right. Because... where's our server? Where's the server? That's not what I'm looking for. Looking for this. Bam. Yeah. No. Okay. Yep. Yep. Absolutely right. So I need to update the URL as well. So I would need to do like URL equals... ooh! I could just use ShareLink. Oh, I made that a const. Ugh! Kidding me? I really hate that. I really hate that. It's not... well, you, oh, wait, I can do this. I know it won't be null. Can I do that? No, that's not it. Ugh. Yeah, so the share link is the put URL. It's the API /share / the ID. But it's put instead of a get. I just hate that I have to have... it's not... this is never going to be null. But I'll do that just to get rid of this. And then what's this? I hate that. Okay, I don't want to do that either. Mahesh says URL equals... oh! Nope, that's not it. Doesn't like that either. Maybe at the end? Yes, at the end. It's at the end. It's at the end. Okay, so I can probably get rid of this altogether. Like, I don't need... because by default, we're posting. Right, by default, we're going to post. So if there's a link, then we put. Yeah. Okay. I think that works. So let's think this through. Okay, so by default, we're saying, hey, we're gonna post this bad boy. But if there's a share ID, that means that we have already posted this before, right? So we need to change the URL to the new share link. We're using that. And then we're going to put. Oh, wait, I think I need to do... hold on. Let's go to the server before... I don't think this is ready yet. Do I have to put the route like I did over here? Do I have to do this? I think I have to do that. Pretty sure I have to do that. Let me hit a breakpoint. Let's see if this works. We will find out. See, I think we could just do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and upload a file. Browse. Get link. Copy. I'm gonna paste it right there. This is so it ends in 3F2. So we made some changes. Get link again. It's a put. Got our JSON. We have our share ID. Copy. That's it. We did it. We got it. We got it. Works. Works. This is the same. Okay, cool. We got that. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, I think this looks good. Now, is there any type of like, maybe we should put these in alphabetical order. I don't know if there's like a convention of what order you put these in, but I like to put them in alphabetical order. I don't know if it matters. Just me being weird. Okay, so we have our server's done. We got our server. Okay, so let me double check. I think this is good. Let me bring this down a little bit. It's usually get, post, put, delete. Okay, well then I have get, post, put. Perfect. Okay, so we have, we're copying it. We're on link clicked. We handle both the put and the post. And we're reusing our code's nice and clean. Not duplicating anything. Nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and open up my Get Crack-a-lackin'. It's just Get Crackin'. I just say it weird. Get Crack-a-lackin'. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Ignore all files and uploads. Ignore and stop tracking. Yeah, we don't want any of those. So that updated our get ignore. Perfect. Okay, so stage all. Added support for what are we saying? Added support for updating JSON. Yeah, that's what we did. We added support for updating the JSON. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. Add support for updating the JSON via web API. Yeah. All right. Perfect. All right, that's on the GitHub now, so everyone can go get the latest. Philippe, hold on. Philippe says, I think you can remove await from this share ID. No, this is actually a promise here. See that it returns a promise of string, right? So I have to await it or do like then, but I'm doing the async await. If it was just a string, well then I probably could have done it, but since it's a promise, I have to await it. Okay, so what is next on our list? Hold on, I'm getting a message from work. Hold on, let me check this real quick. Okay, that's not important right now. Alrighty, so what's next on our list? Let's look at the app. So what we have so far is we are able to browse your computer, download a CSV. We can download the file, which I'm not going to do, but we can do it. Whoops. Or get the link. Hold on. It would help if the server was running. I do that every freaking time. I swear. Okay. Get the link. There we go. Someone can take this link in their application, in their HTTP client, and they're going to use this to populate with some data. Could be design time data, fake data, prototype data, whatever data. And then they can consume this. Now, there was one thing, actually, back to the server part before we move on, is right now, on the controller, on the get, first one, I'm returning the JSON directly. However, was it Mahesh? No, Rusham, sorry. Rusham said, I think it's better to use the physical file to do this. Let me copy and paste this. Right? To do that instead. Now, I honestly don't know what the big difference is. Because we'll need to research that. Let's run it right quick. I'm going to say get link, copy. It's the same result, but I'm not sure what this really does. Physical file. Philippe says, why not keep the server running with .NET run watch run? .NET watch run. Because I'm lazy. I don't want to bring up a command prompt, I guess. It's just easier to hit F5. Does anyone have any experience with physical file? Because my vision is that this is going to be used in your HTTP client, and you're just meant to read the text, like the JSON result. I don't know how the physical file thing works. No, that's not what I want. ASP.NET Web API physical file. I don't know what the difference is. New file result. So .NET Core, so right now I'm just passing back the string, the JSON string. I'm not actually passing back the file. The physical file handles physical file paths. Physical file is just a facade that returns the physical file result, but you could just return it manually with new physical file result. Okay. I don't think there are other differences. The choice depends on mostly how you are able to obtain the location of the file you want to return. If you have both a virtual and physical location, you can pick any of the two. Oh, I don't have a like physical location. Let's run this real quick. Nope, that's not it. It's here. So I need a share ID to get me this file. No, I don't. I'll just do this. Execute. Response body. Location's the same. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Come on, it's get. But I need file here. How about this one? Okay, so here's my get. Try it out. Pass that in. I mean, it still passes back. Still passes back to JSON, so maybe that's better. I don't know. I don't know if that's better or not. I really don't know the difference. It looks good. I didn't see any weird headers being sent back with like file paths or anything. Oh, shoot. Right? And then this way I don't need to like read all text. Right? Right now I'm like reading all the text of the file and returning it. That would eliminate that code. Returns the specified file by physical path with the specified file content type as content type. This supports range request. You know, I'm okay for trying that. It seemed to work. That's, I mean, it seemed like it worked. Mahesh says, if it's a file, user needs to open the file. Explicit download can be one option. Well, see, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, I'm going to use it as an endpoint to just read data, the JSON data. That's it. Like, I don't want any, like, file requirements, you know, like having to create a file or anything. Just, I want them to get the JSON result as data. That's what I want. So maybe this isn't what I want here. You know, for now, I'm going to leave it how I had it. And if my needs, I can play with it later, but for now it's working. I don't want to mess with it. It's working for now. Okay, so I'll go ahead and delete all these. You see how fast these can build up though? All right, so I guess next on our list, and I don't think I need the server for this anymore. Actually, I could probably shut the server part down, but we'll leave it running. I guess the next thing in our list is, since we have the JSON parsing of CSV files, we have the get link working, the download working. I guess the next step is to actually support Excel, right? Like, this is the hard one. This is the one that is really going to be a pain, big time, big time. But it should be fun. All right, so what I need to do... Actually, I'll just use this. It's fine. Infragistics.com. In order to parse all this Excel and show an Excel document, like the spreadsheet component, I'm going to use the Infragistics Excel spreadsheet. We have a spreadsheet component here. I'm just going to go to that. And it's actually an Excel spreadsheet. Like, it's a spreadsheet. That's what it is. So let's go ahead and install this. Okay, so I'm just gonna follow its directions for now. Actually, what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to keep flipping back and forth, I'm just gonna bring this over to the side here. All right, so I'm gonna open up a new. I'm gonna bring it up so you guys can see what I'm typing here. Does that work? You can see me up there? Yeah. Okay, that's better. All right. So I need npm install that. We need Excel. And we need the spreadsheet. All right, let's let that happen. Now this is gonna make it big. This is a big package. I think it's like 5 megabytes. Like, it's a pretty substantial package here. Okay, so now, since that is done, I can close that. I need to import the, okay, copy this. App.modules. Don't need that. Right, I need to bring that in. And then import those modules. Okay, done. I don't know why these are a different color, but they are. Okay. Then I need to add a spreadsheet element. So go up to where we're going to put our spreadsheet and paste that in. I'm going to make that 100%, 100% spreadsheet. That is fine. And then we need to add a view child Spreadsheet, public spreadsheet component. Okay. I'm gonna copy this to our code behind here. Just gonna put it at the very top. We need to import that. I don't need it public, actually. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, and we got to import the view child. Okay. That looks like all I need to do. Now it's compiling. And I have a feeling this is going to take a long freaking time. So actually, let me just stop it. I'm going to terminate that. I'm gonna start it over. npm start. And then everyone can see this taking forever. Yep, I know. Don't use it for production. Simple. Got it. Make sure who's texting me. Oh, I'm getting a message. The AMC is up. What? What? Let me look. Because that's going to take a while to build, so let me just... AMC stock price. Nice! Look at that. Oh, man, I'm sitting pretty. I am sitting pretty, people. My average is like $7. It's like $7.30. I'm doing good on AMC now. Ooh, I am excited. Yeah, this is taking a long time. Isaac, good to see you too, my friend. Thanks for joining. Right now, I am generating the bundle that includes the spreadsheet component. So we just added an Infragistics Excel spreadsheet for Angular to our application, and it's rebuilding the bundle right now. And if it's taking this long for every save, oh my gosh, that's going to be painful. That means we're going to have to we're going to have to make sure our code works the first time. We'll have to write a lot of code and run it and just hope it works, because saving over and over and over, that is not going to be a pleasant experience if it takes this long to build these freaking bundles. But like I said, the spreadsheet is a pretty substantial component. It's basically Excel. Took Excel, wrapped it up into an Angular component, and just gave it to you. So it's pretty substantial. So we'll just wait for that to finish generating our application bundles. And I am excited about AMC. Any other AMC holders out there? All right. So while that does that, I'm going to read some more instructions over here. Just so everyone knows, this is what I'm reading. Right, the spreadsheet overview. So I'll copy and put this in the chat, so everyone can kind of read along with me. We'll just put that in the chat over there. I'll drag this back over. So it looks like they have actually, while that builds, I'll just go through it here. So they have this Excel utility, load from your, okay. Excel utility. Looks like I'm going to be copying some of this code, like this for sure. Load file. I'll need that method. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's up. It's up. So let's just do this. Nice. Okay, the background needs to be fixed. But we have a spreadsheet. So let me come in here to the background. Bring that down. I think I'm going to do style, background color, white. Save. Still getting an underline here, but obviously it works. And now the since I saved, it's gonna have to bundle everything, and that's going to take forever. But here is it running. So I'm going to have to copy. Man, this is so complicated. Why is this so complicated? That is extremely complicated. We need to simplify that. What I want is just workbook.load. Like one line. One line of code is all I want. All right, while that happens, it looks like I'm gonna need another folder over here. We have one for our CSV, right? Let's add another. Oh, yeah, for Excel. Okay. We're going to export class Excel. What do I do here? I called it load CSV file. Okay. I want to kind of follow the same naming pattern. So I'm going to basically, that link I sent that brought me to this Excel utility, I'm going to copy this code and paste it in. Oh, hold on. It finished. Let's make sure our background got fixed. Wait, is this it? Okay. Browse, data, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we have our spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet on the left side. Actually, you know what? Before we do this, let's get our whatchamacallit, CSV. Let's get our CSV text into the spreadsheet. So let me back off this Excel stuff right quick. We're not going to get into Excel just yet. Not yet. What I want to do is I want to convert the CSV text into a workbook. Right? Because we can convert that to JSON, but I want to convert the JSON that we made into a workbook. That makes sense. So I want to take this that we read from the CSV, and I want to go backwards to an Excel file. So let's do that. We can call this, I'm probably going to make this static, so it'll be public static convert JSON to workbook. Something like that. And we'll need the JSON, which is a string. And this will return book. Right? Gonna return a workbook? No, it's not. It's not. It's probably gonna return. No, it will. Should we do this promise? I don't think it needs to be a promise. Okay, who's texted me? Oh, hold on. I'm getting an update about my dad. Hold on. I gotta check this. Oh, okay, he's doing good. Just sore. And he has a physical therapy appointment. Okay, cool. We're good. Dad's good. All right, so actually, I'm not gonna... Let's have this return a workbook. This for now, let's do... can I just do null? Will it give me an error? Yeah, it will. Let's do this for now. Actually... Const. No, yeah. Just const. Const workbook equals new workbook. And we will return the workbook. Just like that. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to take this incoming JSON. Actually, hold on. I'm going to bring up the documentation for this. But I'm going to go to... That's a spreadsheet. Excel library. Using work... Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have this documentation, but I'm gonna read it over here so you can see me typing as I read the docs. Let me actually put that in the chat as well. So if you guys wanted to check out the docs I'm kind of going through, I may click around, of course, but that's going to get me where I want to be. Okay, so we're creating a new... Oh, I'm glad I read that. Because it looks like there is an overload here for our workbook format. So we want workbook format dot Excel 2007. I don't know if that's required, but this little snippet has that. And then we're gonna have our worksheet equals workbook dot add. Is it dot add? Oh, worksheet. Sorry. Worksheets dot add. And then the name of our worksheet, we'll just call it. Ooh, we can call it CSV data. I don't need to call it sheet 1. I'll call it CSV data. Okay. So now the next step, actually, let's do this. Convert JSON to workbook. Where are we loading this? Right here. So Excel dot convert JSON to workbook JSON. Right? We'll go ahead and save that because it's gonna take a while to build that up. And so we'll just work in this file now, and whatever saves we do should update the actual workbook data. Okay, so we gotta think now. Gotta put on our thinking hats, everyone. Thinking hats. Now we're dealing with JSON objects. So this JSON coming through, oops, don't like that. This JSON coming through, this is a JSON object, a collection of JSON, right? So it's gonna be property names. We don't have like these rows to go through anymore. And I don't want to parse the CSV string again. We already have objects to work with. So the first thing we need is when we're looking at an Excel spreadsheet, right? We have our headers. So we need to convert these property names into the first row, which is the headers, right? Yeah, that's right. So this needs to say entity. This needs to say year. This needs to say the prevalence of obesity in adults 18 plus years old. Okay. So, oh, there we go. Let's do this. Boom. Okay. Oh, crap. You can't see it, can you? Can I hide my bottom bar really quick? Boom. Okay. Now I'm floating, but you see at the bottom, at the bottom way over here, it says CSV data. That means our worksheet is working. It's hooked up, right? Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. So that part is working. Now we need to get the first row, which are the headers from the objects. So we can say headers, and this shouldn't have anything to do with the JSON. But this is a string. This isn't, hold on. We need a collection. We need an array of the JSON objects. Right? Because otherwise we're just parsing a string again. So this is not an actual collection of JSON objects. This is a string that we're working with. So let's do this. CSV lines. Yeah, I'm gonna call these CSV lines. These are each JSON object will represent a line. You know what? No, I'm gonna call it not CSV lines, worksheet lines. Or will that get confusing? I'm gonna call it CSV lines because that's the source. JSON.parse, the JSON string. Now this should give us an actual array of the JSON objects to work with, right? I think so. And so the first line, the first object is going, no, that's not the, oh, that's not right. They're all objects. They're all gonna, oh, can't I get the keys? Why not rows? Yeah, rows. That's fine. Rows works. I can get the keys. CSV rows, index of Z. Oh, I forgot my S. So I can get the keys from the first object, because it doesn't matter what object I grab, right? I'm just going to grab the first one. I'm going to grab all the keys off of it, which are the properties, and that should give me the headers. So now I have to loop through each header. Yeah, so now I have the headers. So the first row, right? I got to loop through each header, and I got to put them in a cell. The first cell, the B cell, the C cell, right? Because these are the headers. So I got to put them in this way on the first row. So we'll say for let x equals 0. X is less than the headers dot length, I believe. X plus plus. So we're gonna loop through the headers, and since we're on the first row. What do I have? Do I have a? And yes, I do have a number. Okay, so I can say row 0. What do I have here? Do I need a column? Like, do they have column? Cells? It's got to be cells because I don't see column. So it's got to be cells. And then this has to be the index. Yeah, index. Okay, so that's going to be X. So I'm going to set the cell. Do I just set the cell, or do I gotta like a, let's look. Is there like a value or like a value? Okay, let's try setting the value equal to headers index of X. We'll save that, and it's gonna take forever to build, but we'll keep working because I'm going to assume that worked. That makes sense because we're on the first row in the worksheet, and then we're looping through the headers, and we're going to set that cell value. So boom, 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 across, done. I think that's good. So now we need another loop. This time we need to loop through the rows. And so for each row, we're going to have to go across, right? For each row, we're going to get the data row, the data object, and then loop through each of those and go through. Am I just mumbling? I feel like I'm mumbling to myself. Okay. For let R for row equals 0. R is less than CSV rows dot. Oh, do I need equal to? No, I'm gonna say less than CSV rows dot. Why can't I do my dot? Dot. That's weird. R plus plus. So R for row. Okay, so we're going to loop through each row. And what I want to do... Oh, hold on. It fixed. It finally compiled. So let's run our little app here. Let's upload another file. CSV. Bam, baby! Look at that. Right there. Right there. Entity, year, prevalence. So we have our header. Our header's working. Awesome. So let's continue on. We need the rest of the rows and across. So this shouldn't be too bad. We just gotta really think it through, right? So we'll say, I'm gonna call it the data row. That's what it is. CSV rows index of the row, right? So, excuse me. I want that object, right? I want that object, but I also need the Excel spreadsheet row. Because what I was going to do is okay. Let's continue this. Let's continue my thought process real quick. We'll say hold on, I have a space here. Header equals 0. It's actually header index, but h is less than headers dot length header plus plus. Right? Because I'm gonna now for each row, I'm gonna find the value. So const, maybe not const. Yeah, maybe it worked. So value, right? Value, because I want the value of that property. It's going to be the data row, because we need the data row, but then we need the property off that, which is headers, index of h, right? That makes sense? So that's going to give me the property. Is that going to give me the property? Or is that going to give me the value? Oh, that's going to give me the value. That's going to give me the value. Okay, and then I need to get the row, the worksheet row. So can I say like worksheet dot rows index of R, right? And then the cell, which is going to be the index of H. Right? Does this make sense? Okay, I'm gonna save that. We'll let it run. I'm not seeing any comments, so I guess everyone agrees with my approach so far. Oh wait! Oh crap! I don't think that's gonna work. Length minus. Maybe I gotta start R with 1, row with 1, because we took the first row, right? Yeah, we took the first row. So that, yeah. We gotta do that. Because the first row is the headers, so I can't loop through them again. I gotta let this come, it's gonna take forever now. So what I kind of expect to see is, once this finishes compiling, it's gonna wipe out the headers, but we should see data, and then I'll save it again, and then it should work. This should work. I think this should work. Excuse me. Man, this is taking a long time. Tell you, man, these bundles are big. You throw in that spreadsheet in the Excel framework. Okay, done. So let's upload a file. CSV. Boom! Right there, baby. Right there. Let's check. Let's check. 2014. World. 12.8. Okay, perfect. So let's fix our row. So now I'm going to save again because we said row is 1. Because we have to take into account that the headers that we did up here. Oh, this is awesome. This is pretty cool. This would be a cool app. I mean, I'm getting kind of excited about it. It's kind of fun. Okay, so while that builds, what we can work on next, I think. Oh, not the server. Where's our docs? Where's my docs? Right here. Drag them over. Go back to the spreadsheet. Activation. We have to... Do we have like events?
So we're going to give him one right here.
I want to know what events this thing has. Because like when something's edited, we want to be able to update our JSON, right? So we need to kind of like think about editing. So we have table. Oh, that's an. Oh man. Okay, we have something else to think about after this. When we get to Excel, like Excel documents. Cell edit mode. Edit mode entering exited. We could do exit. We could do enter mode. Edit mode exited. So whenever you exit edit mode, we can call code to like regenerate our JSON, right? Okay, I'm gonna drag this over here. Okay, it's completed. Upload a file. There we go, baby. There we go. Got it. Got it. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Right? Right? Not too bad. I have that little blue bar at the bottom, so you can't really see the last bit. Here, let me, where's my bottom bar? There we go, see? The last bit where the CSV data's down here, and we got a world, like it all works now, so. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. We're doing really well. We're doing really well. So I think maybe the next step is to add that event handler, right? What was the name of that? Well, hold on. Let me bring this back up. We'll look together. There's edit mode exited.
I think everybody needs a friend.
I mean, that would be... So they're editing. Workbook dirty. What's this? What's workbook dirtied? Invoked when a change has been made to the workbook that might require a save. Okay, what about edit mode? Invoked when the spreadsheet has ended the in-place editing of an active cell. Okay. That's not bad either. But, hold on, let me bring my chat window. I lost my chat. Where's my chat? Oh, there it is. Farisa, hello, did you end up fix the last problem? Yes, we did fix the last problem, actually. The community fixed it, actually. It was... Let me bring up my editor. It was this line. We needed to stringify the code again, even though it's a string. It made no sense to me. But this line of code right here fixed the issue we were having in the last stream. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to handle... probably the editing. But I don't know if I want to do this for each, like a workbook change or like on cell edit, right? So looking at these docs, let's bring them back up. I don't know if I want to do edit mode exited because you can like add spreadsheet, like not spreadsheets, you can add worksheets that might require, it might require that. I'm really torn on this one. Really torn. Edit mode or workbook dirty? I'm kind of leaning towards the workbook dirtied. Just a little bit. see, workbook dirtied. Yeah. Well, I guess, I mean, we could start with workbook dirtied. Right, let me bring that back up. Drag it over. We could start with workbook dirtied because it's more broad. Or edit mode exited. I don't know, what do you guys feel? What do you all feel? Edit mode exited or workbook dirtied? Doesn't matter, I guess. We could just pick one and then change it later. I don't know why I'm still getting that underline, because obviously it's still working. Workbook dirtied? Let's see, now I'm not getting IntelliSense on this. On workbook dirtied. Copy this. I wish there was a, like, I could just hit like F12 and it just kind of appears in the code, kind of like Visual Studio. That's really nice. Where do we want to put all this code? I guess this is fine right here. So on workbook dirtied. So this is going to fire anytime. Let's read this again. When any change has been made to the workbook that might require a save. So that's when that's going to fire. So, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. Where's my... Once we are dealing with a workbook, we don't know if this was loaded from an Excel file or a CSV file. We don't know anything about this. So I think we have to parse the workbook again. I think we have to parse like the whole thing. What do you think? I think that's what we're gonna have to do. And this is gonna be painful. Let me bring up the API again. Go back. We're gonna need this. That means I'm gonna have to, okay, worksheet. Go to the worksheet object. I want to take me to the worksheet object. Here we go. So I'm gonna be working with this worksheet object now. What do we have? Let's see. Mahesh, add hidden ID and change only that when modified. I don't want to track all that. That's a lot of tracking because I have no idea how many columns and rows of data there's going to be. And I don't want to track like which column and which cell got edited. But it looks like I can get the columns. I'm sure columns have cells. Oh, okay. This is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. First off, this is not going to return anything. It's going to do something, right? But we're going to need to convert Vladimir, first row of data in the workbook is missing year 1975. What? Where's my app? It is. Oh, good catch. Okay, we have something wrong with our code. Let's go back. So with R1, you skip the first row in data, but we need that R1 because we started with the first row. Because the first row that we write are the headers. We have to start with the next. We have to start with the next line. See what I'm saying? But, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we do have a little bug. WS rows plus 1. Because we have to go through all the rows. So like that. That's what we have to do. Okay, let's save that and let's try again. Great catch. Great catch, Vladimir. Thank you so much for that. Because, yeah, we do have to go through all the rows. Oh, yeah. Or is it -1? It might be rows plus 1. I think you're right. I think it might be plus 1. Maybe I should store these off. You know, I could just get the row here and then set it directly. I mean, I could do something like this. I could do something like const XL row, right? Equals worksheet rows X plus 1. Right? I could do this. Oh, R plus 1. Sorry, row plus 1. I'm so used to using X. Right? So I can grab that. And then instead of doing this, XL row dot set cell value. The column index, which this is going to be the header. And then this will be the value, which would be the data row headers. This here value. That could work there. Hold on, that finished. Okay. It was the plus 1. The plus 1 did it. 75, 75. Let me scroll down. 2014. Now, you can't see the bottom row because of my bar, but I see it. 2014. 12.8. I'll scroll over. Okay, so that was the fix. That was the fix. So I think this is cleaner. So I'm doing the same thing, but I'm just gonna use the row directly, and I'm gonna clean this up too. I'm gonna do this. There. That's the same thing. I just wrote it differently, right? But that's the same thing. Good, great catch, everyone. Great catch. Okay, workbook dirtied. Save that. Okay, so now, yeah, this is the problem now. Because now I have to work with a worksheet. I have to work directly against the worksheet. And I believe I can say this spreadsheet workbook.worksheets index of 0. Is that a method? Yeah. Okay, index of 0. So that's the worksheet itself. So that means I need to take this worksheet and convert it to JSON. Right? That's what that means. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just finished building, so I'm just gonna run this one more time. Because I did change the code. I just want to make sure it's the same thing. 1975, 75. Got my headers in there. I'm gonna scroll down. 2014. 2014. Okay, so it's all good. That's all there. It's all good. Okay, so that means I need another method. We're gonna have to parse this worksheet as if it's like flat data, right? We're gonna have to basically what we just did, but in reverse. Hold on, my boss is messaging me. What? That makes no sense what he just messaged me. So I'm gonna ignore it. Don't bother me, boss man. Oh God, he's still bothering me. He didn't listen to me. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we need another method. Public. Static. Convert. What are we going to call this? Convert. Because we're working with flat data now. Because we got to think we got to think ahead a little bit. Because Excel supports flat data like this. And it also supports tables. Because I was initially going to call this, you know, convert worksheet to JSON, but I can't. Because the worksheet might contain a table. It might contain multiple tables. Like I could load a worksheet that has like 5 tables in it. When I click it, I'm going to load that table. When I click another table, I'm going to load that table. If I don't have any tables, then I need to read this flat data.
Okay, great. Now let's make it better.
Maybe just call it flat data.
From a place of understanding rather than from a place.
Convert flat data to JSON.
Are you just grateful for any idea that comes along?
And we're going to need a worksheet.
And you don't want to change it because you don't know.
So I can read the thing. Right? And then this is going to return a string. The JSON string, right? It's got to return string.
It's about how you support the ideas.
Actually, let's just wait to declare the return until we know what we're doing. Because I don't know what we're doing yet. Okay. So one of the first things we have to do, we have to start parsing a flat data Excel file. Now we have to make assumptions. We have to make the assumption that the first row is always the headers. That's the assumption we have to make. Yeah. We have to make that assumption. We have to assume that the first row is always the headers. And so for creating JSON objects, the headers are now the properties of our JSON object. So we need to create dynamic objects again. Okay. Oh, what was that? What was that? Oh, nice. You got a new subscriber. Sweet. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Okay, where was I? Where's my docs? Here's my docs. What do we have on the worksheet object? I need to bring up, because this is getting a little complicated. We have columns. We have rows. What else do we have? We have tables. So I'm gonna probably work with rows. So we'll go through each row, right? And then grab the cells in that row. So I need to create property names. That's what I need to do. So our first step is to parse the header into property names. Let's do that. So we have our worksheet. So I'm gonna say not const, because this is gonna change. Let headers equals array. So we need an array. Now what we want to do is we need to get the first row. Worksheet. Hold on. Should I do let's do const row. I'll say header row. Header row equals worksheet dot rows, the first one. Now that we have this. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now that we have this, oh, let's do this. Wait, no, I don't know if this is returning yet, so I can't do it. What's returning JSON? That's what it's returning. It's returning JSON. I know what it's returning. Okay, so we're gonna get the row. So now that we have the header row, we're gonna loop through the cells, right? We're gonna loop through the cells. So we're gonna start from 0, loop through the cells this way, and we're gonna grab the cell and then the value off that cell, and that value is the header. Whoops. Header row dot length. No. Length. Wait, what the heck? Oh, it doesn't have a length. Does it have a count? What the heck? It doesn't have a count either? Oh, wait a minute. I'm dealing with a row. Cells. Okay, cells. What is this? What is cells? Okay, cells is a method. Does this have a length? No, it doesn't have a length. Does it have... It has count. Is that a method? Nope, it's not a method. Okay. Count and then x++. And dealing with these APIs are a little confusing, aren't they? Okay, so let's do this. Let's open up the docs again over here. See this? So we did the rows. Worksheet collection. Turn to worksheet row. All right, so I'm just gonna drag this over here and I'm gonna click around. See what we have to work with. Worksheet row. Cells. Okay, but okay. So that's gonna. So all I need is the cell. So I'm looping through, right? Okay, so I can do this. Const cell equals worksheet. No, I already have the row. I don't need the worksheet. I have the row. Header row dot cells index of x. Right? That gets me the cell. Then I can say headers. Wait. No. Yes. Yes. This is the cell value, right? Or do I need to push? No, that's not the cell value. Cell has a value. Yes, okay, okay. And actually, these aren't headers. These are property names. We got to switch our thinking. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not monitoring my chat. Let me check my chat. Check my chat. Okay, no new chat. No new chat. Okay, so these are property names because we're going to be building objects now. Okay, so now we have our property names because we got the first row. We're going to cycle through all the cells. We got the cells, and now we store those off as property names. So now what we need is data objects, which is going to be an array. Madi! Is that how you say it? Madi? Husseini? Sorry if I'm messing your name up. I really apologize, but thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so now we're going to have to build up data objects. So now we're going to loop through each row. And for each row, we're going to build up an object. That makes sense? So let's continue with what we did up here. Basically the same thing. For I'm gonna say R for row equals 1 because we're starting with the first row. R less than what? Worksheet dot rows. Okay, no. Dot count. Worksheet dot rows dot count, maybe? Yeah, okay. Row plus plus. Okay, so we're going through the rows, right? We're going to loop through these rows. So now we need a data object, which is just some dynamic object. Like we don't know what it is yet. We got to build it, right? So we're going to create this dynamic object and then we're going to build it. So we're going through each row. Boom, 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 boom. It's kind of in my way. So let's look at the docs again. So for each row, I got this right here. What do we have? Okay. Think for each row, we need to go across the cells, but we need to match those up with the header, because the header, that's the property names now, right? We have to go through the property names. Right? Whoops. Is this right? You guys think this is right? This is my thought. My thought is, okay, now I'm going to get const property name. So I think I'm going to get the property name by just doing this. Right? So this is going to give me the property name, but then what I want to grab is I want to grab the cell. So we're going this way. And so if we're going through the set, we're going through the rows and we're going through the cells, we need to do what we did up top in our last method. This method up here, where we're going sideways. So we're going to go worksheet dot rows, the index of the row, which is R, dot cells, which is going to be the index of the cell, which is X. Right? I think that's right. Then we're going to build this dynamic object. So we're going to say data object index of property name equals cell dot value. Okay, it doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? What's going on here? Does this have to be like this? Oh, okay. That was just a TypeScript thing. Just a TypeScript thing. I guess it required me to define that data object as any, so I could dynamically build it up. And so once we have the data object, once we get through that loop, data objects, push, and then our data object. And then let's return JSON. Do I need to stringify this at all, do you think? Yes, otherwise, yeah, I do, because otherwise it's a collection of objects. Data objects. So we are returning a string. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so we got that. I think that's all we need. Oh, my brain hurts. I think that's all we need. Okay, so now we go back here. And this is just a test, right? We're just gonna hard code this for now. We'll have to get smarter as we get further along in the app, but I just want to see if this works. So if the workbook is dirtied, I'm going to call Excel.convert flat data to JSON, and it's expecting a worksheet. We're gonna pass in the worksheet. So it's just a test, right? We gotta. I'm sure we're gonna have to handle much more complicated scenarios, such as like tables and switching tables and all that stuff, but the basics, we're just going for the basics. Crap, we'll probably have to handle switching worksheets too, because a workbook can have many worksheets, so we'll have to like, right? Yeah. All right, so this is building. Oh man, this takes forever. Get something in my throat. Man, my boss is still messaging me. Hold on. While that's building, I'm just going to reply to my boss over here.
You know, I mean, when I was younger, I don't know how many songs I half wrote, but never quite finished. Never finished recording or never even started recording. And no one knows that those songs existed. So it kind of doesn't count until...
I had to let him know that I was live streaming right now.
Now, I'm not saying put crap out into the world, but...
Okay. Man, this is taking forever. See, I need to limit the number of times I save. But I think this is going to work. Let's kind of read our code over one more time while this builds. Because I saved like 3 times, so it's going to have to like build the application bundle like 3 times. You're taking a worksheet, getting our first header row. For each cell in that row, that cell, the first row, is our property names. Then, since we parsed the first row, we're going to start at the first row and we're going to work our way down and dynamically build up a JSON object. Or not a JSON, but an object. Right? Okay. Okay, it finished. Oh, wait a minute. This is going to return a worksheet.
Finished, it's abandoned. Yes.
No, this is going to return a string.
But you have to finish and you have to put it out because...
I need to set the code that we're bound to. Sorry. Sorry, we got to wait some more. We got to wait some more. I forgot to do that. Yeah, so we convert the worksheet to JSON, to a JSON string, and then we load it back into... Oh, crap. That means it's going to be messed up because I need to do the... was it /t to get it formatted properly? Yeah. Remember, we've had to do this like twice already. Basically, this formats the JSON nice and pretty, so it shows up in the editor nice and pretty. So now we parse that flat data in the worksheet to a JSON string, which is, you know, beautified, and we set the code, which is bound to the Monaco editor that we're using, and then that should perform any updates. Like, we should be able to type. We should be able to just type, and then stuff just show up. Man, we haven't even got to Excel documents yet. Oh my God. Oh, man. That's going to be rough. Going to be rough. Okay, yeah, we got that. Oh my gosh. Still going. Still going. Well, hopefully, let's test what we have now. This, it might not be pretty because that save is still... Oh, it is still pretty. Nope. Damn it. I gotta wait. It's not working. I gotta wait. I have to wait forever. But this should work. Don't see anything. Sheet row. Yeah. Cells. I will say navigating these docs are kind of a pain. I don't know if you guys have been following along in the documentation, clicking around, but it's kind of a pain to navigate these docs. They don't have like really any code samples. I just have to like look at the definition and go. I mean, I really like some code samples. Oh, wait a minute. Should I be using get cell value instead of value? Uh-oh. Okay, compiled successfully. Okay. Let's upload another file. That works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we screwed something up. That did not work. We're close, but we messed something up here. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, wait a minute. Look how many. We have way too many. I might be adding it in the wrong spot. Yes, wait. No, I'm not. That's the right spot. Why do we have so many? Creating our data object. Why did we have so many? Here's the for loop. So I'm putting this. Yeah, no, that's right. Data object. Stringify data objects. Okay, that's. Did I do something wrong in the docs here? I don't think so. I think my APIs I'm using are right. Okay, so let's do this. Can we... Let's console.log. Property name 0 is wrong. Oh, yes! Oh! Good catch! Great catch. That's probably, it needs to be X. It needs to be X. Because we're going, oh my gosh. Great catch, Andy. Thank you very much. I was going to start like console logging to see what the heck is going on. Okay, now we got to wait forever for this to go through. But I mean, we had some progress, right? I mean, it did update. This did change. So that's something, right? Something. So hopefully, yeah, that's why, because they're all entity. It's all entity. Andy, you rock. That was awesome. Good catch. Okay. It's taking forever. Come on. It's my lunchtime too. So after we get this working, I will put this on, I'll commit this to our repo and go have lunch. But I gotta check, I gotta make sure it works, man. I gotta make sure it works. Can't leave until this works. And then, I guess tomorrow, we will start with the Excel documents, like loading Excel docs. I have a feeling that's gonna be pretty painful. Okay, compiled successfully. Here we go. CSV. This works as expected. So now, blah, 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 blah. Look at there. Look at there. Ah, yes. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, what this means to me. Oh, we didn't implement new Excel file. But let's do this. Let's do this. Oh. Hold on. I think I found a bug too. Whoop. Okay, this is cool. Real-time editing, except we definitely have an issue here. Right? We definitely have an issue because these are all null. I guess when you delete something, it doesn't actually... Oh, okay. It doesn't remove from the collection. We need to remove these. Okay. Where's my code? There. Okay. So we need another method. Static. Remove empty data objects. And then we'll pass in data objects, which is an array. And so we want to loop through all those, right? We're going to loop through all those, and then we're going to, if they're blank or empty, we're going to remove them from the collection, like get them out of there. How do we do that? Well, we have to loop through them, right? We'll have to loop through them. So I can do a while loop. No, it can't be 0. Can't be 0. Well, wait, I could do a 0, and I can loop through them and add them up. But then I need the count. I needed length. I could go backwards. I could start from the... I could take the array and start from the bottom and scan for empty records and remove them. Or I can start from the beginning. Either way, I need to know the length. I need to know how far we're going. While we, whoops. So if I'm going backwards, right, I'm going to start counting back. If my length is 10, we're going to go 9, 8, 7, right? So then I can say, data objects index of index. So I'm going to get the data object. And then I need a way to know if the data object is empty. Which means, like, everything's null. Is there a way to do that? I think there is. I can get all the values of the data object by using the object.values, do a for each, and if they're null, check if everything's null. So something like const is, whoops, is empty. I call it empty, is empty. Something like that. Equals data object. No. Object dot values. Data object. Is it for each? I could do a for each. Or no. No, there is something. I don't remember what it is, but it's kind of like linkish. It's kind of like a link type. It's every object, and then o dot something. I could check if it's null. Right, so that's going to tell me if it's empty. If is empty, then data objects, I can just cut it out of there. Splice, the start number is going to be the index. And then 1 for the delete. How many to delete? Just the 1. Right? And then I can call that appear. Excel dot remove empty data objects. Data objects. It didn't like that. Why didn't it like that? It's an array. Oh. There we go. My bad. Okay, so I think that makes sense. So we're going to start at the length. We get the length. So if there's 10, we're starting at 10. And then we're going to work our way back. And we're going to get the data object. And we're going to say, hey, check all the values of the data object. Is every one of those values equals null, then it's empty. This is going to be true. And then what we say is, if that's true, we're going to splice it off. Right? Oh, wait a minute. JavaScript. Shouldn't I do like 3? Isn't JavaScript 3 equals? Or 2? 3. It's 3. Golly, that confuses me all the freaking time. Why do they do that? Why do they just say equal equal like everyone else in the world? Okay, not everyone else says that. But still, cater to my needs, what I want. Okay, I'm not going to hit save yet for that change. I'm going to see if it just worked as it was. But I'm pretty sure I need 3 equals on this bad boy. I'm pretty sure I need that. Okay, compiled successfully. We're going to browse data. Now I'm going to delete these 10. And we should see the JSON on the right remove those. It did. It worked. Wait, did it work? 84, 4.1, 84. It did work. It did work. We did it. We did it. We did it. So, thank you. Stop. That means I can type in, oh yeah, entity is Brian. Check that out. And what if I just say testing? Oh yes. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is awesome. What if I should be able to like delete in the middle and it work as well. So we should go to 1992 over here. Right here, 92, 5.3. The next one is 97, which is 90. We got it. Well, what about the end? Hold on, the end. Just make sure that you can't see the end, but I'll show the end. Yes, it works. It's great. It's beautiful. Nice. That is awesome. Okay, so I'm wondering, we should keep this. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to use this again somewhere. I'm almost sure of it. But I will save that again because I did throw the third equal sign on there. So now, it's actually, I'm gonna terminate this. It's actually my lunchtime now. Actually lunchtime now. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, hold on. I gotta switch back to desktop real quick. Because we gotta commit this. We have to commit this. Added. What did we add? We added something. What did we add? Or what did we implement? Implemented. Oh, no, I know what we did. We added the spreadsheet. Right, we added the spreadsheet and editing capability, an editing feature. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna push that up. All right, now back to my talking head. Okay, well that was fun. Where's my OBS? There we go. That was fun, right? We got a lot done today. You know, we fixed that first problem we ran into, which was really annoying for the last stream. And then we implemented a lot of great features. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about where we are today. So I guess tomorrow we will start with the Excel stuff, getting the Excel documentation stuff to work. Like not documentation, but the parsing Excel files and tables and all this, like all the other little things that are going to be kind of hit and miss, and figure out as we go, you know, play around and see what we can break. But no, this is awesome. We got a spreadsheet up. We're editing. We're updating the JSON. We have our API working, our web API. Like, this was freaking a good day. I like today. Better than Friday for sure. But today was awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call it a stream. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I know you can choose to spend your time doing anything else, yet you chose to spend it with me, and I highly appreciate you all. I love you all, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one.